Welcome, Geminis. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is your November reading. And I just want to say thank you so much for you guys for tuning in. Those of you that did over the last couple of months. I'm just new to this and I'm still offering a free mini reading for all new subscribers. So if you want to just click subscribe and then ask your questions in the comment below. If you've got anything that's troubling you or anything you need some clarification on in your life or an answer to a question, please ask it in the comments below. And if you don't want to have it in the public forum, just email me and I'll be happy to answer you in private. But just please click subscribe so I can see who you are. So thank you again, and here we go in your November reading. Now, before I start, I just want to say I feel like there's so many messages that came through, and I really feel like they're for specific people. Some messages are very specific to some people, and there kind of might be some different messages there that are completely... They could all be happening to you, but then if you know, but I see specific messages. So take from this what resonates with you, because I'm thinking that there's someone out there listening to this, and this could be for you. So you start November off just so happy and just pure joy. And you know why? I have to say congratulations to some of you. You are going to a wedding. Now, it really looks like for some Geminis, this is you, definitely. And I just want to say congratulations. And I feel normally I'll read out I'll go into the new love, Doreen Virtue, Healing with the Angels card at the end of the reading, but I just want to bring that up right now because I feel like that card there specifically relates to this marriage. And it doesn't necessarily mean a marriage in the traditional sense. It could be two people moving in together and your relationship moves to a different level. It could be it could be a traditional marriage. But so for some of you, congratulations. And I feel like if this person that's getting married, you've been feeling financially kind of not doing too great, and you're turning your back on that. So I feel like this relationship, this marriage, for some of you is going to be really helpful financially for you as well. So it could be a business partnership, a business marriage type situation as well for some of you. Now, for some of you, I can see that you really have been feeling left out in the cold, and financially sort of struggling. But what this card speaks of is that there is help out there for you, and you just have to ask. And sometimes it's hard to ask for help, but you're going to turn your back on being poor and feeling left out in the cold. You're kind of either going to ask for help, or you're just going to make the decision to, you know what, I'm going to do something about this. And there's definitely there's definitely a turnaround in that area for anyone who has been feeling absolutely financially crippled, or for some of you, or left out in the cold as well. That was something that kept coming through. So also I see a message, there's for some of you, there's a decision that you have to make, and it's a bit of a tough decision. It's the Two of Swords to me, and it might mean different if you read tarots. You might have different meanings, but I use my intuition as well, and the cards trigger messages and things that I hear, and so they can mean. I read the cards intuitively. So often for me, when I get the Two of Swords, it means a decision that you don't really want to make, but you've got to make it. And I see a bit of conflict as well in November, and it could have something to do with this decision. And it could be something about some, I see a fight basically, and you're in a fight with someone that's pretty equally, you're both equally balanced, and it's just a fight that you might win, but what you lose is so great that it might not really be worth it in the end. That's what I see as a message for some people. There's definitely a bit of conflict, and yeah, just think about wanting to go into battle. I think you're getting divine inspiration as well with this situation. There's definitely help at hand. There's it's just think about the consequences before you go into battle. That's all I want to say on that one there. Now, also, just another message for some of you. Be careful this month. You guys are so generous with your money. I see money getting better for you, so you're not feeling this loss or being left out in the cold. You're realizing, I think, that maybe you've put yourself in this situation with your money, and you're actually quite well off, and you're generous with money, but you just have to be careful where you spend it. So don't give it away to the wrong people and leave yourself short, especially. But just watch your money. It can also sometimes mean that someone might be stealing from you, so just be really careful on that one. But that is usually just, I don't see the other cards around it supporting it. I feel like the Six of Pentacles is related to the Five of Pentacles right above it. And I see the Five of Pentacles before, when I was saying you were turning your back on a situation. I feel like this is a situation where you've for some of you, you've kind of put yourself in this situation with your money, and you're going to choose to do something different. And the Six of Pentacles, is saying you're going to now start watching where you're spending your money, and not throw it away carelessly or to the wrong people. And again, you're getting divine inspiration this month. It's really helping you. And you've got the sun. So overall, there's some tricky little moments in November for some of you. But I really see it. I see you being really, you actually having quite a good month. And as I said, especially for some of you, you are going to have this most amazing relationship. And I just want to read out now new love. And for those of you that aren't getting married, if you listen to this, I'm just going to read out the actually read from the book, because Doreen Virtue just says it so beautifully. But once you hear this, you'll be so pleased. And oh, sorry, I just bumped the camera there. So just, this is the meaning of new love. So a new chapter in your love life begins, whether it is with a new partner or rekindled love in a current relationship. Open your heart to a new infusion of divine love through a partner in your life. The angels are preparing you to be aware of new people entering your life. As a new mate may be unlike your previous partners. Be open to changes in your current relationships and don't cling tightly to ideas of how you think relationships should be. This is a time of wondrous changes in your love life, and you are asked to trust God and your guardian angels to work things out for your highest good. Changes in your love life will only be painful if you are rigid in your thoughts or behaviours. If you flow with the current of love, you'll find that old patterns of your love life wash away. They are rapidly replaced by new aspects that will delight you. Current relationships may end, or they may act as a transition into a new phase of passionate and renewed love. Or a new partner may enter your life, inspiring great happiness for both of you. So, I think this month, Gemini, you're going to have this amazing marriage for some of you, and your relationship is going to go to the next level. And for those of you that aren't connected, keep an eye out, because that amazing soulmate of yours is just out there. and you know, one other thing, it's funny, one other thing, when I put these cards out, when these cards fell out and I was meditating with them, the first thing that popped into my head was, this month is all about you. And I was just seeing Gemini in every card, like the sun, there's the twins there, the Two of Swords, we've got the two equal sides balancing ourselves out, which also the Two of Swords can mean that you do have balance here. And then we've got the two lovers getting married, or the two people getting married in the Four of Pentacles, just looking at each other. And those first three cards, I was just like, this month is all about Gemini. So with love, and that elevated love as well, for some of you, you're going to have a great month. So just be careful with that little bit of conflict there, guys. That's the only really thing I can see that's negative. But other than that, I think you have a great month. So don't forget, please subscribe and ask your question. And I will see you next month. Bye.